say whatever.
Hi, everybody. Welcome back to the Dave and Joe Liberty Stand. The title, Mayberry. What do we mean?
Well, okay, we're going to be specific here. Joe and I live in Lafayette, Indiana. It's a relatively small city, but we are between Indianapolis and Chicago, and
Yeah, we are.
The last years, I don't know. And Joe and I are, I mean, you might be surprised because of our youngish parents, but we're middle-aged guys, and we've been here for a while. And the crime in this area has escalated. Seems like more every year. I mean, it's not like it's not like 2%. It's like doubled from last year, doubled from last year, doubled from last. I mean, like that. And I'll tell you why. And the mayor will go nuts if he sees this. So I hope somebody in this audience this will be fun. I can't drive anyway. What's he gonna do to me? This will be fun because it's partly his fault. We have just invited the worst people into this town. It's not Mayberry anymore. When we were growing up, when we were kids, this was it was a big enough city or town, whatever. It's always called a city, I guess. But that it was, it had things. There was things to do. There was places to go and all that stuff. But at the same time, there was no crime. There was no real crime. And once in a while, some fruitcake would do something. But, there's mentally ill people and things happen. But it was a wild thing. I mean, it was like, holy crap, did you see what happened last week? It was a big deal.
Yeah.
Big deal when something would happen. Now it's like every week, well, the cops busted 2 meth labs last night. There was a shooting all during the week. We've come a long way, and not in a good way. I mean, it's been terrible. You've lived here all this time.
Yeah.
I mean, do you agree with me? What?
Yeah, I mean, I'm not exposed to the news like, on a regular, repeating basis.
Well, you work downtown
through
like I do.
Well, I think in the TV definitely inundates, but yeah, I mean, I get, I read the headlines and, it almost seems like sometimes you don't see a lot of what's going on through the headlines, maybe locally, in the newspaper or something like that, or through your online.
They don't report a lot.
Yeah.
They don't report a lot of it because.
Because it's.
I have okay.
It's not the problem, I guess, right?
I don't want to make people be in trouble and stuff. I know people. I know people that work for different parts for the city and the county and all that stuff, and I know what's going on. It's not reported on as frequently as it ought to be. It's not reported on exactly accurately, and
yeah, I was talking to somebody the other day. It was just yesterday, or I think it was yesterday, and they were saying how there was some. Oh, I know what it was now. Yeah, it was a business owner. They do rentals, and they were saying how there was like a part of happened several years ago, but there was an explosion, and the police came, and it was a meth situation, and there was a meth lab in the car, and they took the meth lab out, or they took whatever and let the people take the car. I mean, just like, they're just, and the people did not get charged for that involvement. The person in the apartment got in trouble But the people who actually brought the lab or the drugs to that home, they let go.
I just want to interject
in
the middle of this. It's sometimes hard for me, I don't know about Joe, but to realize we're not just broadcasting to Lafayette, Indiana or whatever, but we're on a worldwide web. And I hope a lot of people are listening. But basically the point of the show is we lived in a really very awesome town where town city whatever it was a city enough to be a city, but it was and it was very Mayberry like. I mean, everybody was and with the transition of
the changes
because of the political situation here in town and the want to expand this area, to expand. We just want everybody in here. We don't care, which is our mayor and whatever.
Growth.
Just for growth. Well, guess what? Growth isn't always good. That means we're bringing in people that want things and need things from Chicago and Indianapolis. And I can't be outside smoking a cigarette and somebody didn't hit me up to ask for a cigarette or something. And
maybe it's God's way of trying to get you to slow down, smoke less.
Joe, remember the last time I beat your ass? You want me to do that again? No, the point is, you don't grow for growth's sake. You want quality. You want. There's nothing wrong with growth.
Well,
but you have to have quality people that want to be all in for the community to be part of it and not suck out of it. I mean, not to.
And I think we need programs and systems that
we do not.
Wait a minute, that don't enable people, but it helps people to grow. You know what I'm saying? On our video,
I'll tell you what. I'll tell you what. Where we work, how many churches are right there?
They're dying.
What? Because they're handing out food every day. I'm telling you, you don't have to be on a government plan to come here. The churches alone are giving out stuff. There's trucks that come there. I'm right there. I'm right by several churches where I work. They're handing out stuff, and people know about it, and they come and they're lined up.
Just to get handouts.
And that's great, and that's fine. There's certain people, but I'm seeing people with really nice cars pulling and doing that too. And that's bullshit.
People taking advantage.
That is bullshit.
Things.
I don't mind giving to people that need it and giving them a hand, but it's out of control. And the churches have nothing to do with the city. The city doesn't need to put in place. This is my point. The city doesn't need to put in place any cushions for anybody because the churches do that. The private sector does this for people. People want to help people that need help.
Right.
We don't need the government to take out more of our local government to take out.
So we just need to, like you were saying before, the voting thing. We need to be more involved. We need to step out.
I mean, that's what churches are for. That's what Jesus said. You help these people, and that's fine.
Yeah.
But as far as